Good evening, everyone. You are watching the Just Keep Up podcast, where we're one step ahead. I'm Kurt Johnson. This is Pete Zindros. We're excited to be back to you guys here on this casual Wednesday, guys. We have a great show planned for you tonight. We have a lot to talk about, lots to get into. Big show. Our featured story tonight. Actually, we don't have a featured story. As you guys know, this is Casual Wednesday, so we're just going to be talking about how to get ahead in 2025, what to do differently uh, in 2025 than you did in 2024, and what to look out for in 2025, worldly speaking. So, those are going to be the three topics for today, but no featured story as today is Casual Wednesday. So, it's going to be a great show for you guys. Before we get into it, I'm going to remind you to smash the follow button here on Rumble to get a push notification every time we post. If you're watching us on YouTube, guys, just like and subscribe. Help us to impact and to reach as many people as possible. With in addition to that, guys, follow me on Rumble and YouTube at Kurt's Philosophy, where we go into the world's deepest, darkest secrets. Other than that, bro, do you have anything before we start the show?
Yeah, so guys, I decided to start filming footage from my own bedroom. Yeah, this app that we're using, unfortunately, I couldn't capture the Just Keep Up poster anymore. So I decided to give you guys this wonderful background here, which it's
Oh,
undisputedly the
God.
greatest football player ever, Thomas Patrick Edward Brady. So that is my only announcement. I hope you guys like it. Yeah, that's it.
All right. And, to all of you guys watching out there, Happy New Year. We wish that everyone is safe, knowing everything that's gone on over the last 24 hours. We know some people were didn't make it out of 2024, which is crazy to think about when you're a couple hours away from 2024. So, but yeah, we're happy to have you guys here tonight. We're gonna jump right into it though. Um, so the first question is, what can we do differently in 2025 than we did in 2024? Do you want to take it away, or you want me to go first?
You can start. You can start.
All right. So, guys, I'm going to give you guys really one key piece, one key takeaway that you can do differently in 2024 than you did in 2025. Okay. And everything that I'm going to say is we're going to be using numerology. Okay, guys. If you guys don't know what numerology is, it is a coding or a decoding in how we were doing things in the invisible world, right? So back then we were more in tune with God, we were more in tune with the invisible world, and so we communicated differently. We didn't have English, we didn't have Spanish, we didn't have sign language, we didn't have any of these things, right? The only thing that we really had was numbers, signs, and symbols. That's how we were able to communicate. And so that's how the world was formed, through numbers, signs, and symbols. And that's more attached to the invisible world than obviously just like English and Spanish or any language, right? So, what to do differently in 2024? So, if you do 2024's numerology, it adds up to an eight. Okay, eight is the number of money, power, and karma, right? So, last year was the year to make money. Last year was the year to start a business. If you didn't do that, the joke's on you, right? Like this year is going to be extremely harder to make money and to build power and wealth and do all these things because the invisible forces of nature are not with you, so to speak. So you can still do it, but you're gonna have to bust your fucking ass, right? So, yeah, 2024 was the year of money, power, karma. 2025, guys, is the year of chaos. Okay, it adds up to a nine. All you're doing is two plus five. You're getting a nine. Okay, so nine is we're in a 9 year. Okay, it's the year of chaos, right? So there's going to be a bunch of things going on, guys. I'm not going to read any articles today, but I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the stories out there. Some black guy, right, could have guessed the race, right? But some black guy decides that he wants to shove a dude on the New York City subway, and the guy, the train is coming, and the guy just gets squashed. I mean, I don't know how he's still alive, right? But you got people doing that. You got people placing bombs in the middle of Hawaii and detonating them as soon as the um, firecrackers go off, right? So it's like, what is going on here, right? And then in New Orleans, I know you guys have seen this as well. Some guy, some veteran, army veteran, decides that he wants to take his pickup truck and ransack a group of individuals and kill 15 plus people and injure 40 plus people, right? And you got this on day one. You got this on day one. Okay, guys. So this is just the beginning. You got this on day one of 2025, right? So, what we need to do in 2025 is remain low key. Okay, I'm going to repeat that, guys. The goal in 2025, you need to remain completely low key. Okay, this is not a year to decide that you want to be big and bad and start a business. Not the year for that. Okay, it's just not going to work. People are very chaotic, people are very emotional. Why do you think there's 3 world wars going on right now? Right, this is the year of chaos. 2025, it's going to get a lot worse than it was in 2024 because this is the year of chaos, guys. So it's important to remain low key. It's important to make your money on the side, but it's also really important to establish connections, guys, because next year, 2026, right, is the year of the leader, right? The one. I'm a one, right? So it's my going to be my year next year. So I know this year I got to chill out, but this year we all need to remain low key and prepare for the future, right? So what you need to do is write down how much money you make, right? Like write down your, daily goals, right? Write down, what your plans are, write down, have monthly goals, daily goals, right? Plan everything out. Don't do anything out of emotion because you're going to get hit 2 times fold, right? You're going to get hit 2 times fold. So if you're cheating on your girl, right now, don't do it this year because you're going to get caught and it's going to be 2 times fold, right? If you're stealing from your job, right? Don't do it. Stop, quit it because you're going to get fired and probably get the cops called on you and thrown in jail, right? So whatever you were doing and you were getting away with for years, you're not going to get away with that shit this year, right? So that's my best advice to you guys. If you guys want to hear more of this type of stuff, at Kurt's Philosophy on YouTube and Rumble. But that's a little glimpse of what we talk about. But yeah, guys, that's the first thing advice that I have is to do differently in 2024 than 2025 or 2025 rather than you did in 2024. Remain low key. Don't do anything objectively stupid, right? Because you know it's going to come back to you. Remain low key and prepare for next year.
Okay, well, what I just want to say is, guys, to stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of trouble. Don't do dumb shit. Keep striving for your goals. Don't stop making money. If you want to start that business, big dick it and start that fucking business. All right, like don't let nothing hold you back. Strive for your
Don't do it,
goals.
guys.
Stay out of trouble. But yeah, that's my personal take on what we can do differently from 2024, which is, pretty much ultimately just continuing what we're doing, but with more motivation, more discipline, which I've spoke on many times in the past.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be honest. Pete's a lot more optimistic, and more of a people's guy, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Your chance to make money and get ahead was last year, right? Like if you didn't take advantage of that, that's on you. The joke's on you. I'm laughing at you right now. The joke is completely on you, and now you have to bear the consequences of those poor decisions, right? Like, dude, you know what I found kind of crazy? And I know this isn't Kurt's philosophy, so I know I gotta chill. But so many people don't want to take accountability, bro. Like, have you noticed that? Have you noticed that, bro? Where people are so quick to blame other people for their struggles, right?
Yeah, of
Especially
course, bro.
people of a certain color.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's always been
And
a
it's
thing.
like, dude, like, yeah, exactly. And it's like, dude, you think you can just turn it on when you want? Like, no, bro. Like, that's the problem with people, bro. You want to start a business in a chaotic year? Really? That's the year that you say, "Yeah, I'm gonna get my act together." Like, no, you gotta wait now, bro. Like, you need to plan. You need to strategically plan it out. Say, okay, I need this. I need by the end of the year, I gotta make money, remain low key, build connections. By the end of the year, I'm gonna stack up 20K. And then next year, when it's a leader year, right? Now I'm gonna start my business. Now I'm gonna show leadership skills. Now I'm gonna do this. Now I'm gonna do that. Right? Build what you're going to use. Like, why would you start, dude? Even if you only halfway believe in the invisible world, right? If you're like, yeah, I kind of believe, but not really, why risk it, right? Like, why risk getting in debt in a chaotic year where people are emotionally sporadic, right? Like, you have to be aware of these things, guys, because you got to look at it like this. You need all the help that you can get, bro. You're broke.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't big dick it if you don't have the money, for example, right? But but if you're ready and you have nothing to wait for, yeah, just go ahead, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But you know that's just a whole part of life. Like if you're not ready for something and you try and big dick it, you're ultimately gonna get fucked. So same as always, if you're ready, do it. Just keep striving, guys. Keep striving. Keep fighting. Keep pushing. If it ain't this year, it's gonna be next year. Trust, but keep striving. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Yeah, so the second question that I have is um how do we get ahead in 2025, right? Cuz we're the just on the here on the Just Keep Up podcast, we always remain and stay one step ahead, right? So, what are your advice to the people? What's your advice to the people on how to get ahead and stay ahead in 2025?
Honestly, discipline. I've said this 1,000 times before. Discipline, literally. Most people on this planet aren't disciplined. How can you discipline yourself? Well, there's a lot of freaking ways you could do it. Many choose the army path. That's the definition of discipline. A lot of people's discipline is just working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, nonstop. That could be another way of discipline. Maybe the gym, for example, like you work all day, you're tired, you go to the gym. That's discipline. It's all about discipline, guys. If you're disciplined, you don't even need motivation at that point. You're just gonna freaking do it, and you're gonna get ahead and stay ahead, and possibly not even realize it either. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, guys, my advice is very, very simple to you. I mean, it's maybe complex for some people, maybe, but this is pretty standard advice, guys, and it's how to get ahead in 2025 and stay ahead. You need to flip the mindset from I need to win, I need to win, I need to win. Why am I not winning? Why am I not winning? Dude, you're not winning because you're losing, right? So the goal is not to win, right? The goal is to not lose, okay? So you have to go into it thinking, how do I not fuck it up, right? In like literally not to get too like esoteric or anything, but in the Bible it says that God blesses us with 5 blessings a day or something like that, right? You Christians out there will correct me. But dude, the goal is literally just don't fuck it up, bro. Like just think about what you're doing and don't fuck it up and you'll be fine, right? But when you it's kind of like you're going to the casino and you're blowing your money and it's like, bro, just stop going to the casino and you'll be up, right? So that's a prime example of this year. Like don't go to the casino, right? Slowly but surely build your wealth, and then have a good game plan going in to next year. And then the second thing, it's a two-parter. The second thing is you need to win the battle over yourself. That's key. You need to win the battle over yourself. Plato talks about, right? I talked a little bit about this in Kurt's philosophy as well, but Plato talks about all the time. He says, win the battle, win the battle, win the battle, win the battle, win the battle. And I'm like, why does he keep saying that? Why does he keep saying win the battle? And he was saying this for like 30 years. It's like, bro, that's the only thing that you have to say is win the battle. And then I was thinking about it and I'm like, huh, you never win the battle. He said that so that we can prepare to not lose, right? So if you're planning, okay, I'm gonna win, okay, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win, right? You'll never lose. And that's the goal, right? That I just said is not to lose, right? So you have to go into it thinking, how do I not fuck this up? And you're gonna be fine. That's what you need to do walking into 2025. And be very careful about what you're doing, guys. Like I said, like all people were doing was celebrating the new year and they got a truck blasted inside of their skulls, right? Like all he was doing was riding the subway, and now he completely is. I mean, at best, he's a tomato, a potato, right? At worst, he lost his life because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, right? So it's like, dude, you have to pay really, really close attention this year because you have to be very, very detailed because it is a 9 year, guys. And again, not to get too esoteric, but do you really think that you can figure this out on your own? No, right? Like this there's an entire invisible world that's working against you. So you need to understand how it works and navigate through it. And this is one way that you can do that. But yeah, we're gonna get into our last question here, guys. Is
Oh, wait, hang on.
what
I
to
got
look out for in 2025?
yeah, Kurt, my bad, bro. There's one thing I
Go ahead,
wanted
bro.
to there's one thing I wanted to add to our previous topic. I just want to say success isn't winning, okay? You guys want to know what really is success? It's improving, okay? Because in reality, is there a standard for success? Nobody knows what the standard is. Like, is the standard making $100,000 a year? Is it making $1 million a year? Is it being a billionaire? Nobody knows, like, that limit for success. Success is limitless. That's why success is improving. Like, just think about it like this. Um, if you're richer today than you were yesterday, and you're stronger today than you were yesterday, you improved. So I would say the day was successful, right? It's baby steps, but you're still gaining success because you're bettering yourself slowly. And then when you compare yourself from January 1st last year to January 1st now, and all these baby steps add up, boom, there's all this extra money, there's all that extra muscle. So the definition of success is improving, not winning, because legitimately nobody really knows what the standard is for winning.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree with like 70% of that. I think there is no way to measure success because I mean each person has an individual life with their own individual struggles. I think success is doing what you're capable of doing. I think that that's all that it is. I think, you do what you can do, right? And you be smart about it, right? You're not making dumb, poor decisions. You're being smart about the decisions that you're making and you're doing it to the best of your ability, right? So everyone has their own ability, right? So just to give an analogy, success for Sam Darnold is leading the Minnesota Vikings to the playoffs. Success for Tom Brady is Super Bowls, right? So there's a different standard there, but success for them is different. It's contingent upon what you're capable of doing, right? Sam Darnold, he's maxed out his capability, bro. Like he's maxed it out. Like comparing yourself to Tom Brady would be retarded, right? You're or, sorry, it'd be very not smart. So when you look at it, it's like the success, all that it is, guys, is you're maximizing your potential, right? Like we all made that 2K player, right? You're just maxed out. That's all you're doing, right? But but yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna get into our last topic, which is what to look out for in 2025. for in 2025 from a worldly and spiritually perspective?
From a worldly perspective, I would probably say look out for war. Literally. Go get your gun license, get strapped up, because there's a whole bunch of wars going on uh in the world right now. We're most likely going to have a war here in America against Israel, or my bad, against Iran on the behalf of Israel. So honestly, guys, just freaking get your gun licenses,
Yes.
strap up, and prepare for the worst. Shit, bro. About 8 months ago in Florida, I was already at a fucking shooting range, fucking practicing and shit. So I might as well just get a gun license myself too, you know. But yeah, worldly, I'll say, just look out for war. Stay safe out there, guys. Spiritually, you know, just continue to be good. That's all. Continue to be good. Pray to God too, and yeah, from there, God will take care of the rest.
Yeah, man, that's pretty good advice. Yeah. I would say, how to get ahead in life from a worldly perspective is again understanding that the goal is not to win, the goal is to not lose. Don't fuck it up, right? God is going to give you opportunities. You just can't squander it by going to parties or doing the blow or getting involved in stuff you shouldn't be involved in. Like, dude, just focus on the mission. And, you know, dude, I know it's hard because, of the age that we live in now, it's very hard to resist temptation. But look at it like this, bro. What is temptation? And this is actually something that I never talked about before with anyone. But what is temptation? Pete, do you know? What is temptation?
I honestly don't know, bro. I really don't know.
Dude, guys, temptation is Satan. That's what it is. That's literally what it is. So if you're struggling with eating the donut or going to the gym, right? Think of the donut as Satan. Would you eat Satan? Would you side with Satan or would you side with God? Right? So do the right thing, bro. It's honestly that simple. It's how you look at it, right? If you have a girlfriend and you're messing around with another chick, look at the other chick as Satan, bro. Why are you doing that? You have a good girl at home. Don't do that, right? So look at all temptation, right? If you have money and you're struggling with going to the casino, gambling, online gambling, shit like that, look at that as Satan. Look at Satan taking your money from your fucking wallet. Would you just stand there and let him take it? No, of course not, right? So look at all temptation as the devil, as the serpent, and you're not gonna dance with the devil, bro. Like you're like most of us are not the R words, right? Like we're able to decipher some of this stuff, but it's just the way we look at it. Like you look at the girl and you're like, damn, she's so fucking hot and all this. And dude, that's the wrong mindset. You gotta have like that's the devil, right? And then you're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
Am I cooking? Like write in the comments, guys. Am I cooking? Like, what a like
yeah. I mean that's a pretty good way to look at it. Like every time you sin, just look at the sin as Satan. That's that's pretty good advice. Yeah, because then people will slowly stop sinning and
yeah, exactly that.
start looking more towards God. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because you got to look at it, guys. And I don't, like I said again, I don't want to get too esoteric because I know this is just keep up. But what did Eve bite? She bit the apple. What did the apple contain? Knowledge and power, right? So she thought that she can be smarter. She thought that she outsmarted God. Like that is the most craziest thing ever, right? She thought she outsmarted God. And it's like you're you're crazy, right? But that's what you do when you sin. You think you're smarter than God. you're smarter than God, right? When every time you gamble and you go to the casino, you go to these sports bets and you bet this money and you do this, what you're saying is, God, I'm smarter than you. I'll make the money. You shut up and stay in the corner. That's what you're telling God. Like whenever you cheat on your girl, you're saying, God, I know you got me this nice good woman, but you got it wrong. I got it right. Right? Like you have to look at it like that. That's what you're doing. And obviously that's the R word, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, guys, I want to move on. I want to get to the end of the show. So that was, yeah. I mean, we went over a lot, guys. We went over what to look out for in 2025. We went over how to get ahead in 2025, and then we went over what can we do differently in 2025 than we did in 2024. Okay, guys. But I want to move on. I want to get to the end of the show. I'm going to remind you guys, if you haven't already, if you're following us on Rumble, smash the follow button on Rumble to get a push notification every time we post. If you're watching us on YouTube, guys, we appreciate it. Like and subscribe, help us to impact and to reach as many people as possible. With in addition to that, bro, bunch of shout outs. But follow me, guys, at Kurt's Philosophy on YouTube and Rumble. And then with that being said, guys, we'll be back to you guys on Friday with a heated debate. Okay, so we'll talk to you guys again on Friday. All right, guys. Peace.